we doing today, everybody? I got a hell of a video for you. I hope you're excited for this one, because I know I am. We've got a brand new 250 SS coming out of the crate, which is effed up. You'll see it. Going on a pristine 2017 Ranger. I can't wait for you to see it. Hang on, because it's going to be awesome. Here we go, now.
What are you doing today?
I am rigging the new Suzuki 250 SS DTS engine for the Ranger, so which is DTS digital, so control box. There's no cables, so it's all electronic hot foot. So that just plugs into a little computer and electronically opens a throttle body on the motor. So it's very clean rigging. One harness from the front to the back that goes to the motor. It's a very simple run through this boat. A little bit more wiring. We're extending a few things, changing a couple things. Had to modify some of the Ranger dash, of course, to modify and make everything fit, because things are different and not standard. And yeah, so plugging away at that.
What's up?
What are you working on today?
I'm going to be putting a brand new 115 Suzuki on the back of this. This boat came from Superior, Wisconsin. Brought it all the way from Superior for us to rig and put his 115 on. So we're going C10 gauge in here. So we're taking the analog and bringing it into the C10 gauge. So you'll have C10 technology inside this boat. Then we'll have some analog stuff going on in here. Get that all rigged up. Waiting on the control box to come, which go right here. So yeah, so the boat from Superior is just awesome. I mean, they're traveling from northern up in I don't know where land, and then bringing them to us to rig. And that guy was the best customer, maybe one of the best customers I've ever dealt with. Never met the guy. He's an ex-military. He's now he worked for the Coast Guard, and now he works with a company that builds boats, and he brought it to us to rig. Saw us right on YouTube, just like you guys did, and he's bringing it to us. Ordered that motor from us 2 years ago and waited patiently for it to get here. It finally got here. Never called, never complained. Just a bad dude. Awesome to have customers like that.
What's wrong with your arm?
What? This?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just what you get from when a factory rigged, I believe Bass Cat factory rigged it, and they forgot to flush cut zip ties, and they leave that little fucking tag on it, that little gnat sized tag that we got, and that just sits there and cuts your arm the whole time while you're trying to fix their wiring. And I don't know if Bass Cat did this or if the dealer did this, but they took the mercury harness, cut the ends off, butt connected it so you could read the tack, and instead of using heat shrink butt connectors, they just used your Johnny Menard blue ones, and they forgot to crimp down to one side. So they kind of crimped it, and they crimped hard down one side, and then they fall apart. And then after you put Raptor's jack plate, power pole charge in, lithium batteries, blinker trim, then you kind of start to guess, well, did we pull a wire? But then you find it tucked up under the underneath the console, all zip tied nice and tight, and it's just sitting in there f***ing dangling. So, yeah, at the end of the day, that's what you get. Just get some non-flush cut zip ties.
Confused. Oh, I'm just trying to figure out where my trim plugs into. Andy! So rigging the 250 SS DTS first couple times takes a little bit getting used to. So it's always nice to have Andy in your back pocket for assistance. Where'd the trim plug in on the last one?
For what?
This massive, awesome harness we have here. For the trim.
Why are you confused?
I don't know, because I can't find it. Oh, is there wiring in there?
Check your module.
Hey, I got a module right here.
You do?
Why is there more modules?
What's that got on it?
Hey, it's got all that stuff that I need. Oh, and it plugs into there. Ha! Got it. It was hiding in an unopened box. Here we go. All right, plug, and that plugs into there. And that plugs in there. All right. Too many plugs. But it's way nicer, don't get me wrong. It's way better than running throttle and shift and stuff. So connector. Okay, the click clack. This is the little computer guy. It's like the BCM of the range of the operation. So this talks to the computer in the motor, which then also then communicates to this gauge, which gives you everything. I mean, all the information, hours, fuel when we connect it to it, RPM, trim, water pressure, everything. Absolutely everything is done through one gauge. So it's a very smart little box here.
What are you doing now?
Oh, just running some wires, and I'm going to mount the control box. So get everything to the console area and get the control box in. Got to have your custom-made rigging gloves. If you want to buy a pair, I'll make them for you. When you stick your hand in here, there's all this fiberglass. Doesn't go in your finger, it goes into the glove. So if you want a pair, let me know. I'll make them and send them your way. So anyone interested in rigging gloves, hit me up. I'll custom make them just for you. All in. Here we go. Through the hole.
Well, me and my brother hold up.
Okay. Okay.
Fuck yeah. This is gonna go to the deal. Foot. Should go that way. So you literally just plug in one connector to get all that information. CAN bus. It's amazing. So the Suzuki harness, out of the box, it's clean. It's got the mesh loom that we really like. It's very pliable, so rigging is really easy. Running, it's really easy. There's plenty of length. All the connectors are nice. They connect very cleanly, very tightly, very watertight. Everything's labeled, so they lay it out really, really nice. It's labeled, correctly labeled, so easy plug and play. Makes it a very simple install. That looks cool.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna put a key switch in for the new Suzuki. So the Ranger has this 1, 2, 3 start keypad, which everybody has 1, 2, 3, 4 start. It's like a push button start. Well, this will no longer work. Had a Mercury. So this will turn the boat on, but then he'll go down and turn a ignition key. And they have a really cool, I think I lost the key. I had a key somewhere. But a little cool key switch. So it's kind of like a car. We're gonna get it down where the car's at. Feel like a race car when you're done. It's gonna sound like one too. So I'm gonna drill a hole in this really nice boat. Now it's time to drill some holes in this guy's really expensive boat. I know you guys get nervous doing it. I still do. So there's a trick drilling into fiberglass with a hole saw. I don't know if I should tell you, but I will. I always go in reverse. Start with reverse because in the teeth, it's a little harder to get in, but it'll cut through the gel coat and the fiberglass and make a nice clean cut. Once I get through that first layer, I'll go back forward and then really rip through the rest. But it makes a huge difference in your finishing, in your finished results. All right, key switch is holes drilled, mounted, connected. Final piece, little finishing plate. Clicks right on. The nice little Suzuki key here. It's not powered up, but there we go.
Let me see that key again. Nice.
So next, basically I got to do a couple of things here. This side panel needs to go back on, a couple trim things. And then we're kind of waiting to see if we can get a new dash panel here. The gauge is square, so we've got to reconfigure and kind of come up with a game plan on that. So after that panel's on, I'm gonna move to the back of the boat, and I'm actually gonna hang the motor and finish everything, getting rigging tube, and we'll be close. So stay tuned.
Everybody knows how shipping goes nowadays, right? Even back then, everything gets damaged. You get boxes that are twisted, boxes that are caved in. Outboards are no exception. You can obviously see the metal is literally in a fucking V. It's not the deal. How we doing today, everybody? Look what I got. I got myself another 250 SS digital going on a boat. Gonna get this all rigged up for you. You're gonna be able to see some of that, which is gonna be cool. We'll get a river test for you on this one. But in the course of things, you always get them that come, let's say, not too professionally loaded or unloaded. So this is how this one turned out today. This is really cool because you walk down here, Jordan, you get to see the, I don't know, you want to call it a fuck up probably? Somebody probably didn't want to go to work that day and just decided to drive the forklift into the corner. And that's not us, that just came to us this way. Essentially did cowling up a little bit right here, so we're getting a new cowling. But the fact of the matter is, it's just like, that's unacceptable and it just pisses the guy off. But anyway, it's here, it's gonna get rigged, it's gonna go on, we'll get a new cowling, get it put on, and you'll get a river test out of it. It's gonna be kick ass. Stay tuned. Yeah, you're through. That's way better. Here's the fucking cowling wrap that fucking went through the bottom. There it is. It's got a big scratch in it, which is irritating. Yeah. It's like a skate park. You like sit up here and skateboard. Yeah, Tony Hawk and stuff. Kids would probably buy that from me.
Doing?
I'm setting up this chain so we can use the hoist and get this thing off the crates and put it on the boat. Das Boot.
Das Boot.
They don't like it fit.
There you go.
You got the motor? I got the motor.
Hey Mason, how's the gym been lately?
Well, calves are struggling a little bit, but
When's it calf day?
everything else is huge.
See the legs.
Is that guy still squealing basketball?
Chicken legs for dinner tonight.
You do get scrap out of it, I guess.
You don't want to keep that gem and send it back to Suzuki?
No, if they want it, they can come get it. They got pictures.
Where are we at with things?
I just got steering done and just got the fuel line on. Getting rid of the gray fuel line. You guys know about gray fuel line, it's real bad. Inside liner breaks down and blows your motor, so we're gonna replace all that with a new 3/8 header line. So now it's running the wiring through the tube, connect it up and
Suzuki grommet for the rigging tube. Andy, come in, Andy. Randy!
Who here has met Randy? Anyone? Randy had it actually. Randy came through in a clutch. Our guy Randy. Have you met Randy? Randy's good. He's a good deal. If we need anything, you ask Randy, and Randy will get it for you. It's like a magic genie. Randy has all the answers. Uh-oh. Sometimes we do things twice. So do you guys remember the 250 Suzuki rigging jobs where we fought this with all that stuff, throttle shift, water pressure, speedo, clean power, battery cables, everything to get it all together. DTS, that's it. Fuel, battery, engine harness. It's an amazing thing. I got some heavy duty silicone from CRC. We're gonna just lube up this little rubber grommet there, help slide that on real nice and neat like, so. So all I have left is hook up battery, we got the tube on, connect the fuel in here, connect clean power. Andy then can hook up the computer. The computer has to talk to the whole system to get information from the motor to the gauge, to the throttle body, or to the throttle control, to the hot foot, all that, so he can calibrate everything, and we'll be ready to fire. So, and a little bit of oil, it's important. So a few more steps, we'll be done.
Got numbers and shit, you know, so you can read.
I don't know how to read. Does this thing work?
It's like you're pumping it from the ground.
Is it fucking backwards? It's backwards. It's the metric pump.
pour.
We are ready to program. Oil's in, everything's hooked up, powered up. We gotta flash this thing, so tell it what it needs or tell it what it has, and
What are you doing right now?
I'm gonna talk to the engine. Talk to motor. Andy going to say hi to motor. Welcome to the world. Get ready to get your ass kicked. They only knew what was coming in for them. You know what I mean? They only knew. Go ahead, key on.
calibration complete. Turn off the names. What you say?
So we're talking about the multifunction gauge here, not the C10 to get people confused. Sometimes they think that's the C10. This is called the multifunction gauge, all right? The multifunction gauge is different from the C10. It is actually directly harnessed in here. So it's literally plug and play with the brand new DTS, with the brand new 250. It plugs right in. It's ready to rock and roll. It does so much functionality. There is, what you saw is about a quarter to half of what its capabilities are. You can do a lot with it. And being able to link directly into the Lowrance, you didn't get to see that part, but maybe we'll go into that on the next episode for this one, where you'll be able to see how it's just linked right into the Lowrance too. It's just plug and play is great. It's great for us as mechanics and people that are rigging. Right there, perfect. Down, down, down. Perfect. Now we have oil in it. Yep. Go ahead and fire. Working machine. She's calibrated. Ready to rock and roll. Just finished some rigging at the council. We're still working on dash panels. What we're going to do, get seat in, get a propeller on it, obviously get a new column for this gentleman. Away we rock and roll. She's ready to go here. Yeah, just like we planned. You got to hear it fire up. You got to see the functionality of the engine. I cannot wait for you to get to see it on the water, to hear it, to see what it does and the performance it does. I did get one on the water prior to this one. It's an amazing outboard. It's a game changer for Suzuki. The color scheme is bad. The motor is bad. And of course, the reliability we all know is going to be great. So I take my hat off. Suzuki nailed it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this style video. And if you do, make sure you're commenting. Comment down here how you appreciate it. You got questions about it, comment. If you own one, comment, of course, do all that. We'll get you the logistics of what we do. We'll get you the prop size. We'll get you some performance stuff. We'll get you some more info as more comes in, of course. There will be part 2 of this video, I'm thinking, correct, Jordan River? So you'll be able to see all that stuff. It's been, this gentleman has waited quite some time for this outboard also, been patient, and he's kind of been sitting right now in limbo with what's going on. So sold his engine. I sold his engine for him, got him this engine. It just worked at it. He's just delayed. This is a guy that likes to get out in April-ish, but it's June and he hasn't been on the water yet. So I'm sure he's itching to get it. We're able to get it on right away, get things rigged right away. You saw how well Chad rigged that, went through that. And that's just the ability to have that. It's just the ability to have that guy that can just sit down and hammer that thing out. I think every place wishes they could have that tech. Compliments to Chad for getting it done. I know you need to get to see a lot of me on that one, but you'll see me in the boat and we'll talk about it more when I'm driving it. That's it. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you're commenting. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure everybody is telling somebody to subscribe, because we're cruising still on subscribers. We're doing well. So make sure we're still subscribing. That's it. That's all I got for you. 250 SS is on. It's getting ready for the river as we speak right here, right now. I hope you enjoy it. As always, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to witness the madness that I call speed, money, no break. 250 style SS. I am out. See ya.